It is so muggy outside right now, and a lot of people look at the humidity as a way to gauge how muggy or how uncomfortable it is outside, when actually looking at the humidity is not that great of a gauge. It's called the relative humidity for a reason. A better way to gauge the absolute mugginess of the air is by using something called the dew point. Well, let me explain what the dew point is. Take a look at this graphic. I have 3 cylinders. Each cylinder is a parcel of air. This air is 55 degrees. This air, 75 degrees. This air is 95 degrees. Now notice, each one of these cylinders is also half full of water. It's 50% full of water. So look at the relative humidity. 50%, 50%, 50%. It's the same percentage, but notice the amounts, you can look and tell the amounts of liquid are different and the size of the cylinders are different. The temperatures are different. So the humidity is only showing how full that parcel of air is with liquid. And that can change throughout the day. Notice though, the dew point, 37 degrees, 55 degrees, 74 degrees. So the higher the dew point, the more moisture that is in the air. Now, what do the actual numbers mean? Well, 37, 55, 74, that is the temperature that the air has to cool down to before this water vapor will condense out of the air in the form of dew or fog, or in the clouds, it can precipitate as rain. So when we're looking at these 3 cylinders, each one of these, that 55 degrees would have to cool to 37 degrees. 75 would have to cool to 55. 95 would have to cool to 74 before that water vapor began to come out of the atmosphere from invisible water vapor to visible liquid tiny droplets of water, like fog or like dew on the ground. Great example of that is today. Right now it's 88 degrees, but if you'll notice, 73 degrees is the dew point. So, and this typically is why this happens at night, early morning, the temperature cools down to the dew point, and so we wake up, we go outside, there's dew on the ground or there's fog in the ground, and then we talk about the fog burning off. That's because the temperature is heating up above the dew point. Great way to demonstrate this is with a Coke can, and you've all seen this. This one isn't doing it that much, but this Coke can is cold. Trust me, I'm feeling it. The air around it is not quite as cold. But right here where the can is touching the air, you can see that it's causing a little bit of liquid to form on the can. Well, that is where we are actually watching the air changing, dropping down to the level of the dew point. And that is causing the water vapor to condense out, and we're seeing it. Here's a really good one. We're seeing it as little liquid drops of water that are forming on the can. So hopefully that's a little bit of an explainer. Any questions from anyone? No question? Okay, fine. So that's a good explainer. Again, relative humidity changes all throughout the day. If somebody says the dew point is in the 70s, it'll be in the 70s likely all day, and that means it is going to be really, really muggy. I hope that helped.